Alright guys, I'm back with my review of the WWE Extreme Rules 2013 pay-per-view. And I just finished watching the show. Nothing I would really say was extreme about this pay-per-view, but did have some solid matches. I'd say it was a solid show overall. Not nearly as good as last year's, but they had a lot to live up to. That was one of my favorite pay-per-views of 2012. So it wasn't as good as last year's Extreme Rules, and I know a lot of people were talking about the TV-14 thing, and maybe we'll get some blood, which I thought the steel cage match could have really benefited from having some blood there, because that has to be the last match in the Triple H Lesnar feud. And with everything these guys have done to each other, Brock breaking his arm twice, attacking Shawn Michaels, all of this stuff, this being the final match, the big blow-off, really could have used some blood. But that's just my opinion, and the only reason I can think of that they put TV-14 is maybe they felt some kids were going to be disturbed by what they did to John Cena. I don't know, that's all I can come up with, and even that wasn't that bad. So, starting with the pre-show, they got this panel of Wade Barrett, Titus O'Neil, and Mick Foley talking about the show and all the matches running down the card and stuff, and I have to say Titus O'Neil was pretty impressive here on the pre-show. He acted like he really cared, and he did a good job here. They show a Shield promo on how they're going to beat Kofi and Team Hell No. Cody Rhodes versus The Miz. It was average match really. Cody taps to the figure 4. I really don't understand why they couldn't have Brad Maddox come out for commentary on this match. Something with Maddox. Why not use the guy? I think he's great, and really they're doing nothing with him. It's kind of like that David Otunga role. And I hope they start to use him more and more, and I think he's really funny on commentary, so they could have at least put him out for the pre-show, something. But yeah, Cody taps to the figure 4, and throughout the pre-show, they were running down the most extreme moments as voted on by the fans, and number 3 is Kofi leg dropping Sheamus through the table in 2010 or 2011. Cena hitting the AA on Batista through the announce table in 2010, and Lesnar jumping into the ropes, attacking John Cena, and damn near killing himself at last year's Extreme Rules. So there's that. We get Jericho versus Fandango. Jericho dominated this match. Fandango misses the leg drop. Jericho hits the lion salt, but he kicks out. Jericho gets him in the walls, but he gets the ropes, and then Fandango comes off the top and gets caught with a code breaker, giving Jericho the win. I was pretty surprised by this. I really expected Fandango to go over here with how much they're pushing this guy. The whole Fandangoing shit is going on, and I really thought they would put him over, but maybe they want this feud to continue. I don't know. Matthews asks Sheamus how he is going to drag Mark Henry around the ring in a strap match. And he doesn't really answer the question. He just says Mark Henry pulled 2 trucks on SmackDown, but trucks don't hit back. That's pretty much it. It's Kingston versus Ambrose for the U.S. title. I feel like I missed a page. Guess not. This was a pretty solid match here. Ambrose hits a double underhook suplex off the top. Kofi hits Ambrose with everything. Can't keep the guy down. Hits him with Trouble in Paradise. Ambrose rolls to the outside. So Kofi drags him back into the ring, covers him. I think Ambrose got the ropes here. He goes for another Trouble in Paradise. Misses. Ambrose hits the DDT move for the win. New U.S. champion. He beat him clean. Really made Ambrose look great. Sheamus versus Mark Henry in the strap match. I would say this was a decent match for what it was. I mean, it's what you would expect. It wasn't too short. It wasn't too long. But Sheamus gets all 3 corners, and Mark Henry is in his way, blocking the last corner. So Sheamus runs and tries to jump over him. Mark Henry catches him. And Sheamus Bro kicks Henry, hits the last corner, gets the win. I have no idea why they put Sheamus over here. They've made Mark Henry look like a bag of shit these past few weeks. He really needed this win. but he didn't get it. Instead, Sheamus is still super babyface. AJ's on the phone backstage with Dolph, and she runs into Caitlyn. Apparently, she told Vicky she was too distraught over what happened to Dolph to wrestle Caitlyn tonight. So they make fun of each other, and Caitlyn attacks AJ. They brawl for a bit, and officials break it up. Swagger versus Del Rio in the I Quit match for the #1 contendership. Zeb comes out talking about the IRS scandal and how Swagger's going to defeat Del Rio and then go hunting for Dolph. They use a kendo stick in this match. Del Rio actually gets tied up in the ropes at one point, and Swagger just beats his chest with a kendo stick, which I thought was a pretty cool spot. And Swagger gets Del Rio in the ankle lock. Zeb grabs the white towel from Ricardo's bucket and throws it in and then runs away. So the ref sees the towel and thinks Ricardo's throwing it in. So he rings the bell and awards Swagger the winner of the match. But then another ref comes out and says, "Hey, wait a minute." So the ref looks at the replay. And I hate when they do the replay spot because there are so many screwed up finishes in wrestling matches and they never look at the replay. So I hate it when they do this, but he looks at the replay and he sees what happened, so he restarts the match. Del Rio gets Swagger in the arm breaker, and Swagger says, "I quit." Oh my god, this was terrible. I couldn't believe it. Just made him look really bad here. So Ryback says Cena is a liar. He says all this crap about not giving up, but tonight he won't be able to get up. We get Rollins and Reigns versus Team Hell No in the Tornado Tag match for the tag titles. And I liked this match because it was really fast-paced, and I got to give a lot of credit to Kane keeping up with these guys. Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns are extremely fast in the ring. And Kane just kept up, right up with these guys, and I got to give him a lot of credit for that. But they get Daniel Bryan up. Reigns picks him up in what looks like a torture rack. And Rollins jumps off the top and hits a knee onto Daniel Bryan's throat. Takes him down. Reigns pins him for the win. New tag team champions. I really liked the finish. I thought it was a great looking move. And I'm very happy they are pushing these young guys. This is awesome. I mean, talk about a strong push. You got Reigns and Rollins as the tag champions, and now you got Ambrose as the U.S. champion. I mean, the Shield won every single one of their matches here, and that's a huge push for them. They're three young guys. WWE is fully behind them. I think it's great. And I know I said in my predictions video that the tag belts could kind of hurt Rollins and Reigns a little bit, and I still feel that way because there's not a tag division. And eventually they're going to have to lose the belts because they're just going to hold on to them and never defend them. And eventually they're going to lose them, which depending on how they do it could make them look weak. So I didn't really see the point in them getting the tag titles, but whatever. I'm happy the Shield won their matches. So moving on to Big Show versus Orton in an Extreme Rules match. I like this match a lot more than I thought I would. Although more kendo sticks. Big Show hits an awesome choke slam, but Orton kicks out. Big Show brings in a ladder and a couple chairs, sets the ladder on top of the chairs, and then he puts Orton on top of it. He goes up top like he's going to Vader bomb him to hell, and Orton moves. Big Show crushes the ladder. Orton hits the, or he does his usual shit, and then he hits the RKO, but Big Show kicks out. And Orton hits Big Show with a chair a few times. He gets speared. He hits another RKO on top of the chair, and instead of covering Big Show, he gets ready to punt him. He's going to punt his skull. And Big Show is slowly getting up, and Orton runs and punts him, and then covers him, gets the win. And I just thought to myself, what a dick. I mean, poor Big Show. This poor guy just wanted to be a part of the team, and Orton punts him for this. I mean, I really cannot understand the logic here. It makes no sense to me how Orton is the babyface and Big Show's the heel. And now they're probably going to take Big Show off TV for a while after he's been punted. But yeah, this was just really weird. And the whole payback thing for the next pay-per-view with Orton possibly turning heel. I don't know. If they use this to turn Orton heel, that's great. But if they don't, then what the hell was this? Why did he punt this guy who just wanted to be a part of the team at WrestleMania? We get Cena versus the Ryback for the WWE title, last man standing match. It was fun watching Ryback destroy Cena for a little bit. He hits a fallaway slam on Cena, puts him through a table in the corner. Cena powerbombs Ryback and puts him out with the STF. He brings in a table and he hits the AA on Ryback through the table, but Ryback still gets up. Cena spears him through the barricade. They brawl through the crowd. Cena puts Ryback on another table and climbs this little platform. It wasn't exactly New Jack diving off a balcony or anything crazy like that. It was just kind of a very short platform. Cena jumps off and goes through the table. They start fighting up the stage. Cena attacks him with a fire extinguisher. And he goes for the AA, and Ryback picks him up and just runs him through the stage. They got some sparks and shit going off. It was pretty awesome, I have to say. It would have been better if JR was there to say, somebody stop the damn match. But I guess it's a draw because neither guy got up, and Cena needs medical attention. It was a whole big deal they're really putting over, but Ryback's able to walk away with help, and Cena gets stretchered out. So I don't know. It was a cool finish, I thought. I didn't expect it. So Lesnar versus Triple H in the cage match. Triple H attacks Brock on his way to the ring. He punches Heyman. Once they get in the cage, Brock dominates Triple H until he hits his knee on the cage. And then he starts selling this knee injury. So they got to give him a weakness. Triple H works the leg. Heyman hits Triple H with the cage door, and Brock hits the F5, but Triple H kicks out. Heyman brings Brock a chair. He beats Triple H with it, and he tries the F5 again, but his knee gives out. So Triple H uses the chair and attacks his leg, and Heyman starts begging Triple H, please stop. Please stop doing this to him. This was some weak-ass shit, having Brock and Heyman begging Triple H off. My God, this is... I mean, why do they need to make Triple H look so damn strong? I do not get it. But Triple H grabs a sledgehammer off the top of the cage he had hidden up there, and Brock fights him off, but Triple H gets him in the sharpshooter. Heyman runs into the cage and gets pedigreed. Brock tries to hit Triple H with the hammer. He gets pedigreed but kicks out. So Heyman low blows Triple H, and Brock says, "That's my manager," to the camera. And then he knocks out Triple H with a sledgehammer and hits the F5 for the win. So Brock did go over here. I just don't understand why Triple H had to look like this huge monster in the match. And granted, they did work with Brock having the whole knee injury thing, but still, Triple H does not need to look that strong. It's ridiculous. And I know Brock went over here. I'm not really sure what they could do with Brock now, but I'm thinking Brock Lesnar is going to feud with CM Punk and have a big match with him at SummerSlam. That's what I think they're going to do next, is Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what they do with that. But as far as this match goes, it wasn't really a bad match or anything. I really don't understand the whole Triple H stuff. It really didn't make sense to me. And the match could have used some blood, but that's kind of nitpicking there. So anyways, that's my review of the Extreme Rules show. Solid show, but nothing really impressive, and I kind of did expect a little bit more with some of the stipulations here and there, but I gotta say I'm happy the Shield won their matches. They're really pushing the young guys, it seems, at least the Shield. So I am happy with that, but yeah, it was definitely going to be hard to top last year's show. So anyways, that's my review of the pay-per-view. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on the show in the comments, and thanks for watching.